week brought a very exciting development in US currency.
The $10 bill is being redesigned and will feature the first woman on the nation's paper currency in more than a century.
Great, that feels, why not? That feels like progress. Of the embarrassingly late kind. It's kind of like when a company announces their first female vice president. It makes you think, really? OK, well, congratulations on finally doing the second least you could do. And even in this instance, it turns out campaigners had been hoping for something a little more.
The pick of the $10 bill is a bit of a surprise. Over the last several months, a campaign to put a woman on the $20 bill went viral.
Yeah, of course they wanted the 20. The 20 is a much better bill to be on. The only person in America who regularly uses the 10 is Richard Gere, and that's only to show his hairstylist the look that he's going for. A look that he has nailed. He has nailed it. Now, Treasury Secretary Jack Lew was actually asked why women had only been offered the 10, and he responded in magnificently awkward fashion.
What would you say to people who say, you know, the 10, it's not as prestigious as the $20 bill. You can't get that at every ATM.
I think the $10 bill is a pretty big deal.
But it's not the 20.
You know, I think the $10 bill is one of our most widely used bills, and it is, I think, is as important as the 20.
Bullshit! It's as important as the 20. Bullshit! That's the equivalent of claiming Liam Hemsworth is as important as Chris Hemsworth. You're fooling yourself. Liam's useful, sure. He'll do you in a pinch, but he's exactly half as good as Chris. End of discussion. Hashtag half a Hemsworth. End of discussion. And the crazy thing is, it actually makes much more sense to kick Andrew Jackson off the 20 than Alexander Hamilton off the 10. Hamilton was America's first Treasury Secretary. He proposed setting up both a national bank and a national mint. Andrew Jackson didn't even trust paper money.
Jackson took a kind of fundamentalist view of money and credit. Gold and silver dollars were real money. Paper was, in some sense, fake.
That's true. Andrew Jackson hated paper money, and yet we've stamped his face all over it. It would be like having Guy Fieri branded quinoa. Or putting Tom Cruise's face on an antidepressant ad. That would make him furious, and you don't want that. He's OT level 16. He can move objects with his mind. He could do it. But the thing is, in an amazing twist, it turns out Hamilton won't be completely shut out of the $10 bill after all.
If you're a big fan of Alexander Hamilton, don't despair. The Treasury Department says that his image will remain in some way on at least some of the $10 bills.
Oh, so a woman's not getting her own bill at all. She'll be splitting it with Alexander Hamilton. This is basically the perfect embodiment of the women's rights movement. Women ask for something they've earned, a bunch of men get together and talk about it, and then they give the women half and ask her to share it. And now, this.
And now, C-SPAN callers suggest women for the $10 bill.
We want to know what you think. Who should be on the $10 bill?
It should be the Blessed Virgin Mary, which everybody on the earth knows her picture.
Yeah, Ayn Rand, if this country ever does make it, we owe a great debt of gratitude to her.
The best of the lot, I'm going to tell you, Amelia Earhart. A lot of people think she was executed by the Japanese in the South Pacific. Nobody knows.
Sally Ride, Sacagawea, Eleanor Roosevelt, Harriet Tubbs. I'd rather see a wolf, a bear, a cougar, an eagle.
I think it should be Princess Diana.
Princess Diana. So someone who is not American.
Well, I still think she ought to be on there.